Artificial intelligence, or AI, has had an erratic relationship with humans since it was first conceived in the early 1950s. However, the idea of artificial intelligence, or self moving and sentient robots, has been in the human psyche since the times of ancient Greece. Although those ideas were predominantly found in myths and stories by ancient Greek poets, the fact is, humankind has been interested in creating machines with the capability to think on their own for thousands of years. The present day AI, which most people are familiar with, became an actual feasible possibility with the creation of computers in the late 1940s. And then in 1950, Alan Turing, an English mathematician and computer scientist, began to ask the question in which the ancient Greek poets and philosophers asked themselves: can machines think? Mr. Turing wrote a paper titled Computing Machinery and Intelligence, in which he developed on this basic question and put forth a test which he called the imitation game. This test is now commonly known as the Turing test, and 7 years later, it is still the benchmark experiment to determine if a machine possesses so-called artificial intelligence. From that point onwards, the tumultuous relationship between society and AI truly began. In 1961, the first automated industrial robot, Unimate, was put into use at General Motors for factory production. Then in 1964, MIT's Artificial Intelligence Lab built the first program able to carry on a conversation with someone called Eliza. And in 1966, Shaky the robot was built, which was the first robot to use machine vision to be able to move and interact with the physical world without needing to be commanded to do so. The field of AI went through a few ups and downs since then, but ever since computing speed and power became commonplace, AI development has been relentless, and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. Advantages. In the 21st century, more and more companies have begun to use AI to create new services and products, or improve upon the ones that already exist. One thing that affects us all is our daily commute. People want to know what's the fastest way to get from point A to point B. Google has been implementing AI with the data it collects from Google Maps to give users the optimal route to their destinations. It takes into account factors such as traffic, construction, accidents, and the weather. Ride-sharing apps such as Uber use AI in a similar fashion to predict the best routes for drivers, as well as estimated wait times for rides and food. Another popular advantage of AI is in social media. Facebook uses it to determine which friends' posts you would like to see, as well as which ads and other recommended posts to show you. Facebook also uses AI to recognize faces and pictures so that people can tag their friends. In the medical industry, doctors are beginning to use AI to detect cancers and diseases. In 2015, 10% of deaths in the United States were due to the misdiagnosis of an illness. That's thousands of people passing away due to human error. By using images from previous cases, machines can be trained to recognize malignant cells in mammograms or harmful bacteria in blood samples. Disadvantages. AI is complex in nature. Although machines are designed to replicate the cognitive abilities of human beings, a question arises. Can a machine think and behave as humans do? Machines are rational, but very inhuman, as they don't possess emotions or morality. They can only execute their programming and cannot make judgment calls of right or wrong. Today's crash avoidance algorithms of self-driving cars are biased. It's ethically problematic to choose which one of two things to crash into: a motorcyclist with a helmet versus one without. To minimize harm, the car is programmed to crash into whatever can best survive the collision. Does this sound fair? We are in effect penalizing the motorcyclist for wearing a helmet. Not only does this discrimination seem unethical, but it could also be a bad policy for the autonomous vehicle industry. AI presents a whole new set of challenges around data privacy and security. Machine learning algorithms are now allowing AI to iteratively produce better outputs, essentially allowing them to learn automatically without human intervention and allowing them to grow beyond their hard coding. This can be amazing for detecting patterns in huge swamps of data, but it also means that our online security will be at risk. In industry, many organizations are looking to replace the minimum qualified individuals with AI robots, which can do similar work with more efficiency. This will create a large-scale replacement of low-skill labor with automated systems. Thus, AI must be integrated and dealt with carefully. In the wrong hands, it is a serious threat to mankind and can cause damage to the modern world. But it is also an invaluable tool for society's advance into the future.